have my one student, Jamie. She was supposed to come this weekend, but she didn't make it. But Jamie, we started with one brush. She was like, well, I don't like this anymore. And it comes into technique, too. So when you're making something really big, it's all about even like your arm stroke. Like, do you go fast? Do you go slow?
Oh, I was going too fast.
Is your elbow high? Like, I was like, wow, I never really even thought about that, you know? Do you hold it like this? Or do you hold it like this? I mean, everything about your body and your connection to it is going to show in the way the strokes go on or the pouring. All right, I'm going to move on a little bit, and I'm actually going to go over here. For Dora, we're going to start a color. So I buy this aluminum foil sheet. I make these. And Rita, there's no reason you couldn't add a little bit of this. You could add this to your paper pieces, the colors into if you ever wanted to paint with them. Now they sell a bar called Wax Medium. I don't mix it. I don't use it. I use these.
And those are called what?
These are called RNF. These are called encaustic bars.
That's it.
These are handmade traditional encaustic paint, purified beeswax, pigment, and resin. Everything's in
all
here.
In one.
All in one. One-stop shopping. So this is what it looks like straight out of the bar. Now you can tell me. Are you going to see it? You can tell that is
Really,
that's
very
dense.
Yeah, that is very.
Okay. So now what I do is I water it down now, or dilute it. So I'm going to dilute it with this guy and not that guy. That's the bleached one. I'm going to do it with the organic. So I'm going to water it down. And then how much you put in of this is very similar to water. It acts as though it's water, right? So the more I put in there, the more I dilute it, the thinner it's going to get. The lighter color, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to add this to here. Whoa. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, you're going to see, right. Okay. Now this is when you can get, like real creative though, and draw with it as a bee. Now this brush is now dirty. So if I put this in here, it's going to contaminate that whole pot. So the only way to clean your brushes is to heat them up and brush them out. You don't wash them. You don't stick them in turpentine. You heat them up and brush them out. So even as I heat this up and brush it out, it's going to get slightly thinner. So my color is going to get a little thinner. Okay. Now this is the fun part of encaustic, right? If I'm going to do any kind of layering, I get to the world of fusing. So this is a world totally unto itself. But basically, when you combine any two layers, I don't care if it's on paper or if it's on wood, if you add one layer, 1 + 1, you must fuse them together. And what happens when you fuse them together is that the two layers connect. They congeal, they connect, they heat up and they bond. If you don't bond them, there's a chance that they will separate themselves at some point in their life. And there's no limit to how many layers you can bond. So fusing is with a heat gun, a hair dryer, or a heat gun, and you heat it up to the point of what we call shiny.